Off the heels of Risky's revenge, it seems that Shantae was gaining more momentum with appearances in other games such as Mutant Muds and even WarioWare DIY as a microgame created by Shantae creator Matt Bozon, as many were asking, what is next for the series? Those questions were answered in the November 2012 issue of Nintendo Power, where it was announced that the next entry will be released for the Nintendo 3DS. It had lots of press and excitement, so much so that it actually was the issue cover and actually had a big feature on the magazine. Quite surreal with it being the second to last issue of Nintendo Power. Then in 2014 it was announced that it would also be available on the Wii U as well as additional ports later on. Many fans of the series have said this entry was the series' peak, and I could see why. So let's take a look at the third entry of the series as part of Shantae Week as we set sail on Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. So before we get to the plot of Pirate's Curse, there will be some spoiler territory, so be warned. Shantae is still adjusting to life as a normal human being as she had to relinquish her genie powers towards the end of Risky's revenge. However, she finds out that the Ammo Baron is the new mayor of Scuttletown and forces Shantae to be locked up in her home. To add insult to injury, she is confronted by the nefarious Risky Boots, who accuses Shantae of stealing her items. However, it turns out that dark magic has caused the items to disappear and the Tinkerpats have turned against their captain. Now with an unlikely ally and the lack of her genie powers, it is up to Shantae to stop this dark magic and save Sequent Land from ultimate doom. This game maintains the traditional gameplay that you come to expect from the series. You run, jump, climb, and whip while exploring through various worlds and levels. However, what is different in this entry that is due to Shantae losing her genie powers in Risky's revenge, she has new items in her arsenal such as a sword that lets her dash through and bounce on enemies like Scrooge McDuck and DuckTales, a gun like in Mega Man where she could shoot on enemies as well as any switches on walls from afar, and a pirate hat that lets her glide and fly through gusts of wind similar to Rayman's helicopter. Of course, she has her trusty hair whip along with items that she can purchase and find like a shield or potions to refill her health. Another difference to the previous games is instead of a whole island being all connected, you would have to access through different islands. To access the islands, you would need to enter a labyrinth called the Den of Evil. From there, you would also have to defeat the boss to earn not only to get the map from another island, but also to earn a pirate ability. These levels have loads of detail and challenges that you may have to backtrack every once in a while. Certain rooms would have to make you think twice before you move on, as an item can be somewhere where either least expect or you would need a specific ability to get through it. Some of these items are essential to move on, such as a key or an item you have to give to someone as part of a side quest. Graphics-wise, the team at WayForward took advantage of the 3DS's capabilities, as well as the ports, as the pixel graphics look crisp and clean regardless of what version you are playing in. The artwork of the characters looked great, and it felt like it would have been cool to see it in another media like a comic or a cartoon. We'll talk about that one in a later video. The writing in this game is really good, with some characters having some unique and goofy interactions that gave me a laugh or two. The audio department made most of what they were given in this game, with some tracks being quite iconic with the series. Composer Jake Kaufman did a phenomenal job with the music that reminded me of the music from arcade games back in the 90s. Side note, Run Run Roddy Tops is such a banger. Although the game does have loads of backtracking and has some highly challenging moments, if you played games like Metroid or the previous Shantae games, you're probably used to it by now, especially when needing to get potions or other items for your inventory. I still question why they made the individual islands, instead of just one big map, as without the quick travel mechanic, it just feels like a chore to get from one place to another. Fans have said that this game is the series' peak, and after playing through it, I can see why they say that. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse is easily one of the best Metroidvania games out there. The gameplay is smooth, the sprite graphics are crisp, and the music is top-notch. It does have some challenges, but it is possible to go through them. WayForward took a gamble into changing the gameplay and some mechanics, but I could say it made it a better game. I grew up playing loads of 2D platformers like Rayman, Super Metroid, and Donkey Kong Country, and Pirate's Curse reminded me of those times. Just like the other games, I would definitely pick this one up, regardless if you're into the series or not. After all, it never hurts to set sail on a new adventure. Thanks for watching Day 3 of Shantae Week, and tune into the next video where I discuss the next entry of the series, where Shantae and the gang make their HD debut with Shantae, Half Genie Hero.